Here we are at Guntersville State Park in North Alabama. I'm at one of the pavilions here. I'm about to set up for single operator 2 radio. I have my 9 bands at this park, and I'd like to get one more band, so I'm going to be doing it with 2 radios. I had some people asking me about my backpack setup, so decided to just do a video and go through my bag and see what I bring along for 2 radio operations. So we'll start here with the bag. This is a Highland Tactical. I believe it's the Rumble backpack. And we'll go through what I usually carry with me on these types of activations. To start with, I have a 17-foot telescopic whip. I'll be using that with a tripod here in a little bit. In the front of the bag, I don't have too much extra, but I do carry a pair of wool gloves because it's starting to get chilly out. I carry a Right in the Rain with a this is a Zebra Delgard pencil. I have a headlamp in case it gets dark on me. And then there's a pocket behind the front pocket that I usually keep my coax in. So this is about I believe this is a 40-foot string of Messi and Poloni Airborne 5, and it just has some ferrite beads on it with some heat shrink over it. I usually use this for my spider beam because it's a lot lighter than RG58 and RG8X. These are my ground radials for the tripod. These are just 4 6-foot radials with a clip on it. I have a couple of these, but I found that 4 will get me set up pretty quick, and I don't really need much more than that. Spare short piece of coax, USB cord, another USB cord for my DigiRig stuff. This is a TID Radio H8 with a clear case. If I can't get my 160 meter contacts today, I might use this or my truck radio to get a 2 meter or 70 centimeter contact. And then I have a Logitech MX Anywhere mouse. So here in my side pockets, I have the tripod that this camera is on, and just a little personal first aid kit. On the other side, I have bandpass filters. I'm going to be not running a bandpass. I don't have a 160 meter bandpass filter, so I'm not going to be running a bandpass filter on my main radio, but I'll run a 40 and a 20 on my second radio that I'll be doing probably some CW, maybe some voice on. So we'll see how that goes. I have a sporty 40 for the 17-foot whip to give me 40 meters. Today I'm going to be testing out a new 9-to-1 Vallon, so I'll be running end-fed random wire, and I'm going to be running 135-foot main element, and I believe this is a 34-foot counterpoise. I have my CW key. I use a Bengali Traveler, and this is in a Tuflin case. Really nice cases. the main part of the pack. So on the top I have my laptop sleeve. This is an Explorer sleeve from Gigaparts. I don't like the Velcro on a lot of the Gigaparts stuff, so if it's not going to be permanently in my Explorer bag, I usually remove the Velcro with either a seam ripper or razor blade. It's pretty easy to come off here. Today I have some work meetings to do, so I brought my work laptop, which is just a MacBook Air, and then my main ham radio laptop is a Framework 13 AMD. Just a beanie in case it gets cold. This is just a seat pad. This is a chipper pad, a Nemo chipper, just at REI. My second bandpass filter, this one's for 20. This is a tripod clamp for my tripod. This is the tripod I use. I wouldn't recommend buying a new tripod unless you're going to use it specifically for a camera. You can get them at thrift stores pretty cheap. This one I got for I think 20 bucks at a thrift store, and I really like this one. It is small enough to fit in my in this backpack, this Highland Tactical backpack, and my GR1. It fits in both backpacks really easily, so I really like this one. And what I do is I'll just put the clamp right on here. And it's got, it'll either lay all the way flat on the ground, but I usually just go on the second click out. And it's definitely strong enough for the 17-foot whip. The 25, I also have a Chameleon 25-foot stainless steel whip. It works great with that if the legs are all the way extended. Yeah, I really like this tripod. It's really good. Very good. This is my 9-to-1 Ballon that I made. I really wanted my 9-to-1, and I also have a 49-to-1 Ballon. I really wanted to use the newer toroids. So this is not the standard is FT140 if you're doing like 100-watt single side band or lower power digital, or FT240s, but I don't really like the loss on it. I haven't gotten a very good SWR with using FT240 toroids. So there's a great video about these. I'll probably link it in the description. This doesn't really have a model number, it's just a very long string of numbers, so maybe I'll link these. I just got them on Mauser. And this is a 9-to-1 Ballon, an Unon, and in a waterproof enclosure. And we're going to be testing that out today. I built this maybe a month ago and still haven't even tested it out, so I cut these elements this morning. So we'll see how it goes. I run a 20 amp hour Bioenno Power lithium iron phosphate battery. For digital, this lasts maybe like 5 or 6 hours or so. With the 891, I run the 891 at about 40 watts digital, and it does pretty good with that. It's not really great to run that radio at 100 watts digital all the time. It gets pretty warm, so I usually keep it down to about 40 or 50, and the Bioenno Power lasts a long time on that. If I'm running a single sideband, it'll run the radio for about that long at 100 watts. So a lot of power for coming out here for a couple hours. This is my 891 bag. This is an Explorer bag. This is their headset bag. The headset that I have is a Heil BM17. I don't use it too often, and it's really a small headset to use for a dedicated bag, but this does fit the 891 really well. So I have a couple extra USB cords in here. This is a Yaesu FT891, a LDG Z11 Pro 2 tuner. This will tune 100 watts really easily. I have a microphone splitter for running 2 microphones, and I do that quite often with either my wife Anna or Ken when he comes along. So yeah, very good radio. I have done the power pole modification to this, so instead of using the 4-pin to power pole adapter, you can print this 3D printed adapter and just put your power poles right in the radio. So it makes it a lot easier to set up. So also in this bag I have just a fused power pole lead, and I only have 1 microphone with me today. If I'm running more than 1 op, I'll bring another microphone. Up here we have the short piece of coax and the tuner cable. And then in this top pocket I have the Digirig DR891, another USB cord, a 3.5mm cable for either a key, external headset, external speaker, but it usually is just a spare for me. And then I have my key. This is just a spare. This is a K6 ARK key built by Becky from Ham Radio Duo. I met them at Huntsville Hamfest, and Mike and Becky gave me this key because I recognized them in their video. Make sure to check out their channel. It's a really awesome channel. They do a lot of CW and activate all the time, so definitely check them out there. Ham Radio Duo on YouTube. Sorry about that, I had a loud car. This is my KX3 bag. This is a bag from Wind Camp. They make a couple accessories for the KX3, and they also make a pretty decent bag for it. So in here I have a W1WC lithium iron phosphate 4.5 amp hour battery that's dedicated, stays in this bag all the time. This is a power pole fused lead for my KX3. This uses mini ATC fuses. These are not the big fuses, these are really small ones. If you can find these, let me know. I'd love to find more of these fuse holders, because I've been looking and I haven't been able to find the mini ATC fuse holders. We also have the power pole to barrel connector. I have a BNC to SO2R, just a short pigtail. I have my my Digirig for my KX3. If I get my 160 meter contact on my big radio doing digital, I'll probably switch my KX3 over to doing digital and then run single sideband 100 watts just to get some more contacts today. Another USB to USB-C Digirig cable with ferrites. This is my N0SA SPX paddle. This stays in this bag. I love this paddle. Very small. Kind of hard to get your hands on. Very high quality. I also have the CW Morse SP4 key. It's pretty good as well. You definitely want to tune it up a little bit, grind down the posts inside just to have a cleaner contact. It helps a lot for that key. But if you find these used, definitely pick them up, or get on N0SA's email list. He'll send you out an email when he's making new keys. He makes them kind of one-off, and he'll send you an email when he's making another set. So this is the spare set of paddles that I keep in this bag. This is the KX PD3 paddles. They're pretty decent. I don't use them very often. They're just a backup set of paddles, but they do work pretty good. You kind of have to be either holding the radio or at a park bench, just because of the angle on them. If you're in the grass or sitting down with it on your lap, it makes it kind of a bear to use this off the side of the radio. At least for me, I guess it does. And then I have my KX3. The only thing of note is the side panels, the side guards, and the Teflon cover for it's really good. So definitely recommend Joshua's products over at Teflon. I think it's Teflon.us. Very good accessories for your radios. I run a BNC to banana plug if I'm just running random wires. It works pretty good. I usually have a short piece of coax between that and the radio, or I also have a BNC male that is the same thing, except it's BNC male, so you can connect it directly to the radio. I also have an extra set of just cheapo earbuds. I have a 2.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter audio cable for the IF out on this. If I want to bring it into my computer and use it on like an SDR, you can get IF out with the KX3. And then I also have the K6 ARK mini microphone. It works pretty good. I don't do a whole lot of phone activations with the KX3, but when I do, if the band conditions are good, I can switch over and use this, and I've made a bunch of contacts on it. This is a Graphgear 1000 pencil. Really good pencil. Shout out to Thomas Witherspoon for the KX3, my GR1 backpack. The chipper is really good. A lot of my inspirations for my gears from his videos, so definitely make sure to check out his channel, K4SWL on YouTube. And this is Right in the Rain, just for backup logging. I usually log on my phone, but I always want to keep a pencil and paper with me just in case. And then not even sure why I purchased it, because I find the KX3 menus really easy to use, but I do have the nifty mini manual for the KX3. I can probably take it out of here, but I keep it in here just in case. So this is how I usually have my spider beam. If I'm at my truck, I usually just attach it to the tire with a ratchet strap. Then I have just a really small needle bearing pulley up at the top, and it's just some fish swivels on there fishing swivels, just so you can not get it tangled up as much. It helps out quite a bit. But let's get the ballon up. I'll probably stake down the end of it down there in the grass. There's not too many people here today, so I don't think it'll be bothered, but let's get it set up and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have the 135 foot radiator that goes down to a stake in the ground over there. This is the 9-to-1 ballon. This is my Messian Poloni Airborne 5 with the ferrite beads on here. And if you need a easy way for a strain relief, this is how I usually do mine. Just put the antenna or the radiating element through the loop of the eye and then crimp it down, and then put a spade connector on the other end. It does really well. But let's see how this antenna does. Right now I have my 891 on 160 meter, and I have my KX3 on 20 meter with a 20 meter bandpass filter. And I'm already hearing and seeing FT8, so that is good. These tuners also make really good mouse pads, so you don't have to bring a board or anything if you're working on a park bench that doesn't have, a solid, the wire grate ones. It works really good as a mouse pad. So we will do, I'll try to get 160 meter, let's see, 100 watts. And if you can hear, I'm currently transmitting on 160, and this is the KX3 on 20 meter. And because the antennas are maybe 50 feet apart, one's a vertical, one's kind of a wonky L. That's the radio transmitting, and it doesn't increase the noise floor at all on the KX3. It does really, really well with the bandpass filters. So we'll try this. I'm currently recording on my phone that I do my logging on. So what I will do is I will log on my laptop for my second radio with just N3FJP. And I have Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Mike X-Ray coming back to me already. So I may already have my 10th band, and I've just been here for just a couple minutes. So that is very cool. That was my goal for today. So I will I'll still operate 2 radios just to show you guys that it's not too hard at all. But I'll probably switch this radio maybe over to maybe 40 meters, and we'll see how this random wire does. So I'll shrink down my windows quite a bit. The only thing you need in WSJTX is just your log QSO. So in WSJTX, you can set it so it prompts for logging your QSO. So when it goes through its auto sequencing, what it will do is it'll pop up a box that says log this QSO, and you can log it, and then you just hit enable TX again. So FT8's 15 seconds per cycle. I think it usually takes a CQ, 2 signals, and a 7.3. So the minimum is about 4 cycles. So if you're pressing 2 buttons every minute, maybe 30 seconds if you're running 2. If you're running 2 digital instances, 2 instances of WSJTX on 2 different radios, you know, it doesn't take very much to call CQ on CW or phone. For me, I'm still pretty new to CW, so I I prefer phone, just because it's a little bit too much stuff going on, because I'm still relatively new to CW, but we'll keep looking for a clear frequency. This radio and my KX3, I generally use Vox. They both do work with Cat, but I very frequently switch between radios. So for me, it's usually easier just to set up with Vox, and it still works really good. My 7300, I have a profile specific on WSJTX for the 7300, and I keep that one on cat control for the PTT. If I'm going to be logging separate from the actual digital contacts, what I'll do is I'll switch my N3FJP over in the application program interface, and I'll uncheck the box that says listen for WSJTX. That way it's not auto-populating your frequency and your band while you're trying to log on a separate band. It just makes it a lot easier just to import it after the fact. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can see. A bunch of deer over there, wondering what in the world is all the beeping. Okay. That was what? KG4EXY? Sorry, Greg. I mistyped your name. .569 New York. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I totally messed it up. Oh, sorry, UFF. There's a bunch in there. It was called KC9PFX, I think it was. KN4Z. Can't tell if that's you, Joe. QB. FCF, I think. Something. Oh, sorry, NF. And 9VF something. FR. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm a little slow. My hands are getting so cold. JVB. where was he? AF5D. Let's go AF5D. W1WC. AOA, I think it is. Oh. My hands are getting really, really cold. I have his call sign wrong. I know that. I'm going to have to review the video. I didn't get it right the second time. And for XA. XAT. end user by. I'll mess it up. I didn't get too many on 80 digital, so what I'll do is, it's been a few minutes since the last time I called, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and exit out of WSJTX, and then in N3FJP what I'll do is import ADIF, and then my WSJTX log, and then there's my 160, and then the rest 80. I didn't get too many on 80. It's really not the best time of day for it. Usually a little bit later and it'll pick up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 on 80, 1 on 160. Those are, I don't remember if I have 80 already here at this park, but I definitely don't have 160. So I got my 10 bands. I am very, very happy about that. So I will switch over and start doing 100 watt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up my tripod antenna. It's pretty late, so I'll pack all that up, and I may switch over and do some single sideband on 100 watts on the 891. It just depends, but I think I'm pretty much done with digital and CW for now, so I'm gonna pause the video and then pack up a bunch, and then I'll be back. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie, park to park. QSL, hey, thank you so much, Arnold. You're 5 and 9 as well into park US 1044. QSL? Thank you so much, 7-3. Is this frequency in use? Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. CQ parks on the air. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie at US 1044, Guntersville State Park in North Alabama, calling CQ for parks on the air.
Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Juliet.
Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Juliet. Robert, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, I guess it's 5-9 here in Florida, 73.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Florida. I appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Sierra, November Juliet.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Sierra, November Juliet. Ronald, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger, I got you 5-9 plus. It's in North Carolina, 73. Thanks for the activation.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in South Carolina. I appreciate it. North Carolina. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Toby, you're 5 and 7 in North Alabama, QSL.
5-9 plus 20, New Jersey. Thank you, 7-3.
Oh, hey, thank you so much, Toby. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Whiskey 5, Mike Papa Bravo.
Whiskey 5, Mike Papa Bravo. Michael, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, Brian, you're 5 and 9 plus 15 into Maryland, Mike Delta. Thanks for the activation, 73.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Maryland. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Is it Alpha 4 Tango X-Ray QSL? Hey, thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. You're also 5-9 into Alabama. Thank you so much in 7-3. Thank you so much, and you too. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The Whiskey 8 Golf ending Romeo.
Whiskey 8 Golf Sierra Romeo.
Whiskey 8 Golf Sierra Romeo. Greg, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL 5-9 Ohio. Thanks, 7-3.
Thank you so much for the 5-9 in Ohio. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station ending in Delta Tango. Kilo Bravo 2, Tango Delta Tango. Gary, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you're also 5-9 in Western New York.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 into Western New York. I appreciate it. In 7-3.
7-3.
This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. November 3, X-Ray Lima Sierra. Joe, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Thank you so much for the Pennsylvania. I appreciate it. In 7-3. Was there a Charlie Whiskey Bravo?
November 4, Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
November 4, Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Craig, good to hear you again. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
5-9 South Carolina. Thank you, 73.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. South Carolina. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station ending in Sierra.
Kilo Quebec 4, Hotel X-Ray Sierra. I have you 5-9 in South Carolina.
QSL David, Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel X-Ray Sierra. You're also 5-9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you have a good activation, 73.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey Romeo 4 Oscar. Donald, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger, Brian, got you a good 5-9 officer in Georgia golf off. Thanks for activating.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The Juliet Sierra Hotel. QSL James Whiskey 3 Juliet Sierra Hotel. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. QSL, hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Maryland. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station starting with Kilo 4. Kilo 4 Victor Bravo Lima. Vincent, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, Brian, you're 5-9, 59 Virginia. Thanks very much.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Virginia. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The Kilo Charlie 1 station. The station starting with Kilowatt Charlie.
Kilo Charlie 8, Whiskey Golf Oscar.
Kilo Charlie 8 Whiskey Golf Oscar. Caleb, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, 55 here, Whiskey Victor.
QSL, copy the 55 into West Virginia. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
Thank you for the activation, 7-3.
Thank you so much. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie. Are there any park-to-park stations? Park-to-parks?
Kilo India 5, Victor November Bravo.
Kilo India 5, Victor November Bravo. Jeff, you are 5 and 9 into US 1044, QSL.
Roger, you're also 5-9 into Park US 1940, over.
QSL, copy the US 1940. Hey, thank you so much for being out there and good luck on your activation.
Thanks very much, 7-3.
Thank you so much in 7-3. Was there another park-to-park in there? Any more park-to-park stations? Nothing heard. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The Kilo 4 station. Kilo 4 November Zulu Alpha. Eric, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-7 in Kansas. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie, and I heard a mobile station. Go ahead, mobile station. Was there a mobile station out there? Nothing heard. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 4, Papa Tango Papa.
Kilo Echo 4 Papa Tango Papa. Clyde, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you're also 5-9 here in Murphy, North Carolina.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 into Murphy. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
73, thanks for activating.
Thank you so much. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Kilo Zulu 4 Mike Lima. Paul, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
I appreciate the contact. I got you 5-9 into Eastern Kentucky, Kilo Yankee. Thanks in 7-3.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Kentucky. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. I believe I heard a Kilo 4 November Tango Tango, QSL.
Kilo 4, Oscar Tango Tango.
Sorry about that. Kilo 4 Oscar Tango Tango. David, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL 5-9, North Georgia.
Hey, thank you so much for the North Georgia. I appreciate it. In 7-3.
7-3.
And there was a November India Victor.
Sure, Kilo 8, November India Victor.
Kilo 8 November India Victor. Always good to get you in logs, John. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger. I got you 5-9 plus here in West Virginia.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 plus in West Virginia. I appreciate it. In 7-3.
Thank you, 7-3.
This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The 0 November India station. Sorry, you doubled. Is it Alpha Charlie 0 November India QSL?
Roger, roger. You're 59 plus here, Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey, thank you so much, Curtis. I appreciate it. You're 5 and 9 in the clear here in the North Alabama QSL.
Roger, roger. Have a good activation. 7-3.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. The Tango Yankee Quebec station.
Kilo Delta 8 Tango Yankee Quebec.
Kilo Delta 8 Tango Yankee Quebec. Charlie, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Roger, roger. You're 5-7 into West Virginia.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 7 in West Virginia. I appreciate it. And 7-3. Everyone's sound is so good on this antenna. The Victor Romeo Lima station. Kilo Delta 2 Victor Romeo Lima. I think it's Polo. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it for the New Jersey. Good. Thank you so much. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. The station starting with Alpha Alpha.
Alpha 1 Romeo Bravo.
Alpha Alpha 1 Romeo Bravo. John, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
QSL, thanks for taking my call. You're 5-9 in Virginia.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Virginia, and thank you for the second mode. I appreciate the CW contact as well. Thank you so much, and 7-3.
7-3. Good luck.
Thank you so much. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. Alpha Bravo 8 Golf Juliet. Greg, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Roger that. You were also a 5-9 in Southern Ohio. 7-3. Thanks for being out there tonight.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. The Echo Victor Charlie station.
Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Victor Charlie QSL.
Kilo Oscar 4 Echo Victor Charlie. Marcus, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Roger, roger. Thanks for the 5-9. You're 5-9 too. 7-3. Thanks for activating.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. I heard a Victor Echo 3 station.
Victor Echo 3 Zulu Japan Charlie.
Victor Echo 3 Zulu Japan Charlie. Jason, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Oh, you were 5-9 in Southern Ontario.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Southern Ontario. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
7-3.
This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. Kilo Charlie 5 Mike Juliet Echo. Kenny, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Roger, roger. You're almost 20 over here in Oscar Kilo.
Hey, thank you so much for the 20 over in Oklahoma. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
7-3.
This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. The Whiskey 5 Charlie November station. Whiskey 5 Charlie November Charlie. Calvin, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
QSL, I've got you 5-9 plus 10 in Arkansas.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Arkansas. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
7-3.
Was there a station ending in Oscar?
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Oscar Charlie.
That's what it was. Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Oscar Charlie. Scott, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL.
Roger, roger. You're 5-9 plus 10 in the Northeast Ohio.
Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for your patience. I heard you in there a couple times, and just everyone else came around, and yeah, big pile up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 7-3. The Kilo November 4 station. Kilo Charlie 2 Hotel Mike Delta. Georgia 5 and 9 in North Alabama QSL. Hey, thank you so much. Always good to get you in the logs. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air QRZ. Kilo Charlie 3, Papa Mike X-Ray, I think it was. I messed up my log here. Kilo Charlie 3, Papa Mike X-Ray. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Copy the 5-9 here, 5-9 into Papa Alpha.
QSL, a copy the 5-9 into Pennsylvania. Hey, thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate it. 7-3.
73.
This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Kilo Echo 2, Alpha Tango Yankee. Daniel, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, you're 5-9 here in New York, number for Yankee, 7-3.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in New York. I appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Alpha, November. Alpha Delta 4,
Okay, got a bunch in there, but I heard Dan. Whiskey Delta 4, Delta Alpha, November. Dan the man, you're 5 and 9, North Alabama, QSL.
Hey, 5 and 9, and the birthday boy calling you too.
I heard him. I was going to get him next. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it. 7-3. Kilo 8, Golf, Quebec. Terry, you're 5 and 9, and happy birthday.
Hey, 5-9, thanks, buddy, 7-3.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie. Chris, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, feeling a little bit better. Still can't hear out of my right ear, but hey, it sounded like all the cool folks was hanging out here. I thought they'd chime in.
Yeah, it's a regular party. Hey, I appreciate it, Chris, and always good to get you in the log. 7-3.
73.
This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station ending in Lima Delta.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Lima Delta.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Lima Delta. George, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Yeah, 5-9, 5-3, thanks, good luck.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Florida. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Was there a station starting with Alpha Delta?
Alpha Delta 4, Golf, Golf.
Alpha Delta 4, Golf, Golf. Todd, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Hey, thanks so much. You're also 5 down here in Western Tennessee. Hope you have a great evening. 73.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Tennessee. I really appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
November, Hotel.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Radio Hotel. Gail, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Oh, yeah, you're pushing 20 over there, northeast Ohio.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the Ohio, and good. Thank you so much. And 7-3. Thank you so much. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station ending in India. Okay, the station starting Kilo Quebec ending India. Kilo Quebec 4, Bravo India, India. Richard, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger, you're about 20 over, 20 over 10.
Hey, thank you so much for the Alabama. I appreciate it. In 7-3. Was there another station ending in India? A couple in there. The Uniform Hotel India, please. Sorry, there's still a couple of people in there. I'm only talking to Uniform Hotel India. Uniform Hotel India, please.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Uniform Hotel India.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Uniform Hotel India. Mark, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. You're 5 and 9 into US 1044 QSL.
QSL, thank you for being there. 73.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3. Any other stations ending in India? Nothing heard. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey 4, is it Whiskey 4 Golf Sierra Sierra, QSL? Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're 5 and 9 into North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 into Georgia. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The Victor Alpha 3 Kilo station.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Oscar Foxtrot.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Oscar Fox, you're 5 and 9, Rick, into North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, sir. You're 5 and 9, Oscar November, 70 miles north of Toronto. Thanks once again for the activation. Have a safe day.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Rick, stick around here just a second. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Oscar Foxtrot, thank you for the second day. You're 5 and 9, QSL.
QSL, 5 and 9, 5 and 9.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for the new UTC day. QRZ. November 4 Charlie Whiskey Bravo. Craig, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. QSL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ. Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November, you're 5 and 9. QSL.
5 and 9 here in Georgia again. Thanks for the new day.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. Terry, you out there?
Roger, 5 9.
QSL, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. You're 5 and 9. Thank you so much. The Golf Sierra Sierra, is it Whiskey 4 Golf Sierra Sierra? QSL?
QSL, Whiskey 4, go Sierra.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate your 5 and 9 still into North Alabama. QSL?
QSL, 5 9, sir.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ. The November India Victor station.
Kilo 8 November, India Victor.
QSL John, Kilo 8 November India Victor. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. QSL.
You bet, Eric. 5 9 West Virginia. Thanks for the late shift.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ. November 3 X-Ray Lima Sierra. Joe, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. QSL.
5 9 Pennsylvania, 73.
Hey, thank you so much. In 7-3, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ.
Kilo 4 Lima, India.
Here, Josh, Kilo 4 Lima India. You're 5 and 9 North Alabama. QSL.
November 5.
Kilo 4 Lima India. Josh, you're 5 and 9 QSL.
Yeah, you're 20 over. They covered you up. Good to hear you.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, big pile up. Thank you so much. 7-3.
7 3.
This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ.
Kilo Golf, 9 Golf.
Kilo Golf 9 Golf. I believe that was James. You're 5 and 9 QSL.
Yep, you're 5 and 9 in Southern Illinois.
Hey, thank you so much for the Southern Illinois. I appreciate it. In 7-3, Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta. Toby, you're 5 and 9 QSL.
5 9 New Jersey. Thank you. 7 3.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The Kilo Alpha 2 Mike Papa station. Kilo Alpha 2 Mike Papa station.
Kilo Alpha 2, Mike Papa Charlie. You're 5 and 9 into New Jersey.
QSL Kilo Alpha 2 Mike Papa Charlie. Frank, thank you so much. You're also 5-9 into Alabama. Thank you so much. In 7-3.
7 3. Thanks.
This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ. November 4 Alpha Tango Juliet. Tony, you're 5 and 9 into North Alabama. QSL.
QSL, you're 5 9 North Carolina.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 North Carolina. I appreciate it. In 7-3.
Whiskey Uniform 8
Whiskey Uniform 8 station.
Whiskey Uniform 8 Echo, you're 5 9 Ohio.
Hey, thank you so much, Tom. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. QSL.
QSL, thanks. 4
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 5.
Zulu Romeo X-Ray.
Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray.
Hey, thank you so much, Ronnie. I appreciate it. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray. You're 5 and 9. Did you say you're mobile?
Yep, Roger, headed home from
Hey, Roger. Hey, you're doing good for mobile. I appreciate it. 7-3.
Thanks a lot, Brad. 73 Whiskey 4 Tango November 5 Yankee Zulu November.
Whiskey 4 Tango Tango station. Go ahead.
Whiskey 4 Tango Oscar.
Whiskey 4 Tango Tango Oscar. Joe, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama. QSL.
Roger, 5 9 North Carolina.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in North Carolina. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air. QRZ. The Whiskey 5 station. Whiskey 5 station.
Whiskey 5 Mike Papa Bravo.
Whiskey 5, Mike Papa Bravo. Michael, you're 5 and 9. Thank you for the second day. I appreciate it.
And you're 5 and 9 still in Maryland, and you're quite welcome. And thanks for the new day, 73.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3. Was there another Whiskey 5 station? Whiskey 5 Echo station. The Whiskey 5 Echo station, please. Was there a Whiskey 5 Echo station? Okay, there's a bunch of people with Whiskey 5. Try again. Whiskey 5 stations. Nothing heard. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu November. William, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. Larry, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Ontario. I appreciate it. In 7-3. Was there a QRP station? QRP station?
Yes.
Was there a QRP station? Kilo 1 Juliet Romeo Alpha. John, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Georgia. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform Romeo. Cliff, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you're 5 and 9 in Kentucky. Kilo Yankee, thank you so much for activation and many blessings. That's great.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Kentucky. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey 4, Whiskey Delta Kilo. Wesley, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station ending in Hotel Alpha. QSL November 5 Hotel Alpha. Ken, thank you so much for your patience. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, QSL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. And the Whiskey Delta 5 station?
Yes, Whiskey Delta 5, Charlie, Foxtrot Mike.
Whiskey Delta 5, Charlie Foxtrot Mike. Fran, thank you so much. Sorry about that. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL 4, 5 and 9. You're also 5 and 9 out Lima Alpha, Louisiana, Syracuse, and thanks everyone.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. That is a station I don't hear very often on phone. Whiskey India 5 Delta. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, Brian, you were 5 and 9 Missouri. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey 8, Charlie Bravo Golf. Christopher, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. QSL, a copy the 5 and 8 into Ohio. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. In 7-3.
73.
This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Kilo Charlie 5, Mike Juliet Echo. Kenny, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Kilo Charlie 5, Mike Juliet Echo. Kenny, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-7 in Oklahoma. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. The station starting with Kilo Juliet. Kilo Juliet 8, Mike Romeo Hotel. Mark, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. QSL, copy the 57 into Ohio. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. November Delta 4 Yankee, David, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
5 and 9, also 5 and 9 in Kentucky, Brad.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 9 in Kentucky. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL 5 and 9, thank you, November Charlie.
Hey, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Kilo Delta 9, uniform Victor
Kilo Delta 9, Uniform Victor Kilo. James, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, Brian, 5 Illinois.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-5 Illinois. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
7-3, have a good one.
Thank you so much, and you too. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
November Delta.
Kilo Charlie 7, November Delta. Warren, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger, you're also 5-9, Memphis, Tennessee. Have a good time.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Tennessee. I really appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Whiskey 4 Tango, Whiskey Romeo, Barry, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you're also 5-9 in South Carolina.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 9 in South Carolina. I really appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Alpha Delta 4 Golf Golf, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama.
Hey, thank you so much for the late shift. Got you 5-9 Tennessee. Have a great evening.
Hey, thank you so much, Todd, and thank you for the second day. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. November 8 Uniform Whiskey, Josh, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, Brian, QSL, I have you 5-9 Oscar Hotel.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 9. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
73.
The station ending in Oscar. Alpha Charlie 5 Oscar. Jeff, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Louisiana. I really appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. November 3 Alpha Sierra Kilo. Garrett, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. QSL, a copy of the 57 in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I had to turn down my power because everyone's hearing me, and just a really big pile up, and it's getting real late out here. But hey, thank you so much for the contact. I appreciate it. 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Whiskey. Kevin, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 in Ontario. I really appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Last calls for 40. Last calls for 40. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Is it Whiskey 3 Alpha Delta Charlie? John, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Roger, you're 5-9 Pennsylvania. Thanks for the activation.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Kilo 4, Oscar Tango.
Kilo 4, Oscar Tango Tango. David, thank you for the second day. You're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, 5 and 9 Georgia again, 7-3.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5-9 Georgia. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Last calls, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Whiskey 5, Echo Lima Delta.
Whiskey 5, Echo Lima Delta. Joseph, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
I got you 5-5, and I am in Virginia today, portable, QSL.
QSL, I copy the 55 into Virginia. Hey, thank you so much for the contact. I appreciate it. And 7-3.
Roger, 73.
This is Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. November 1, Kilo Lima Foxtrot. Lawrence, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL. QSL, copy the 55 into Massachusetts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Kilo Bravo 9, is it India Papa Foxtrot, QSL? Hey, thank you so much, Blair. I appreciate it. Kilo Bravo 9, India Papa Foxtrot. You're 5 and 5 in North Alabama, QSL. Oh, he's actually 5'9". Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 8 into North Carolina. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
November 4, Whiskey Mike Echo.
November 4, Whiskey Mike Echo. William, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, you're 5'9", 5'9" down here in Florida. Fox Lima, thanks for picking me up tonight, 73.
Hey, thank you so much for the Florida. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ.
Whiskey 9, Delta Charlie Victor.
Whiskey 9 Delta Charlie Victor. Daniel, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
Fantastic. You're 5'9" and do North Arkansas today. Over.
Hey, thank you so much for the 5 and 9 in North Arkansas. I appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. I'm down to 5 watts now. Kilo Delta 4 Sierra Lima. Johnny, you're 5 and 9 in North Alabama, QSL.
QSL, thank you. You're 5'9", west of North Carolina, and you're Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Great afternoon, 73.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. In 7-3. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. Last calls. Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie for Parks on the Air, QRZ. This is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie at US 1044, and I will be QRT. That was quite a pileup. I had to reduce my power quite a bit to get in there, to thin them out and see if I could actually get done with the activation. It's pretty late here. It's all the way dark. I don't have very much left to pack up, but I'll go ahead and pack up. But thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. All the people that were wondering what I take to activations, maybe I'll do another one with just my smaller bag. I have a GoRuck bag where I take just one radio at a time, and it works out really well. So I may do a video on that if there's any interest. But thank you for joining me today. Again, this is Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie. My name is Brian, and I'm at Guntersville State Park in Alabama. And thank you for joining me. 7-3.